All right, it's 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday here in the morning sprint. Caroline Flynn live at the Salvation Army headquarters where local kids can get a free backpack stuffed with school supplies today. Mark Peterson says today will likely be the hottest day of the whole year. But first to Kelsey Morgan with initial results from last night's primary election.
Well, there are still ballots left to be counted, but with the majority already tallied, two candidates in the race for mayor are the clear favorites. Ben Stuckert, who you just heard from, and Nadine Woodward will be moving on to the November general election. Woodward received just over 42% of the vote. Stuckert received 37%. That means the campaign trail ends here for Sean Poole, Jonathan Bingle, and Kelly Cruz. The race for Spokane's new city council president will likely come down to current council member Breanne Beggs and Cindy Wendell, who is the co-owner of the Northtown Square Shopping Center. As of now, Beggs leads with 35% of the vote. Wendell has almost 31%. The third place candidate, though, current council member Mike Fagan, is not far behind Wendell with 26.6%.
It's looking like Spokane voters said yes to an increase in tax dollars for county libraries. After the initial ballot count, 53% of voters approved Prop 1. The executive director of the county library district said if the proposition did not pass, his team would have to make cuts to their buildings, hours, and materials. For an idea of how the tax increase would impact you, someone who owns a $235,000 home will pay about $16.50 a year.
Heat advisory in effect for our region through today, potentially through tomorrow with hot weather that's going to be with us. We're not seeing a lot in our region, a little bit of scattered showers into Idaho, but those continue to push into Montana. Computer models saying we're not going to see a big change today. So everything's sitting down. The smoke is going to be with us, and we're going to continue to have the heat again all the way through Thursday night. Friday, we do see a break.
Jen, once again, waking up to hazy skies. Right now, Spokane's county's air quality is considered unhealthy for sensitive groups. The smoky air combined with the near triple-digit temperatures mean you may want to stay inside today if at all possible. If you do have to be outside, be sure to stay hydrated and take breaks in cleaner air when you can. Now, the fire causing most of that smoke is burning 18,000 acres. That's about 28 square miles on the Colville Reservation. A level 1 fire advisory is in effect for a handful of homes just south of where Little 9 Mile Creek crosses 9 Mile Hellgate Road near Keller. The flames were sparked from lightning on Friday. More than 800 people have been sent to help fight it from the ground and the air, but crews say an unauthorized drone flew over the fire yesterday, causing all firefighting aircraft to be temporarily grounded. Firefighters say during that interruption, the fire burned unchecked until they could verify that the drone had left the area. A reminder to all drone operators, you could be fined $20,000 for flying over an active fire zone. The Stevens County Sheriff's Office hopes you can help them find 55-year-old Lori Price. She went missing Monday while picking huckleberries. The Sheriff's Office says she suffers from dementia. Lori is 5'5". She was last seen wearing blue jeans and a yellow shirt. Call the Stevens County Sheriff's Office if you have any information. President Trump is set to visit the grief-stricken communities of El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio today to offer condolences to those affected by 2 mass shootings over the weekend. But his trip is being met with some pushback, especially in El Paso, where local politicians and citizens are asking the president to cancel the visits.
His actions that he has taken with regard to migrants have hurt our community, and this is not the right time for him to come.
The White House is downplaying the concern, saying the president's only focus will be on comforting the victims and their loved ones and thanking first responders.
All right, I jumped into the photo booth because everyone's getting real busy, getting ready for thousands of people to come through at the annual Backpacks for Kids drive here at the Salvation Army on East Indiana. Doors are opening at 8 o'clock this morning. Make sure, if you want to get that backpack and supplies for your kids, that you're bringing your ID as well as proof of the children that are living in your household. So important to get you through as quickly as possible.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, when a pilot's plane went down over remote wooded area.
I'm in the middle of Quebec trying to get my SOS to work.
Coming up, the incredible footage captured when he was trapped alone in the wilderness, miles from help. And a look at a new survey which reveals the average kid stops playing sports by the age of 11. Now there's a new campaign to keep them in the game, but what's making them want to quit in the first place?
Well, today, thousands more primary ballots will be counted. Right now, 78% of the votes have already been tallied. The Spokane County Elections Office says they have about 18,000 ballots left. That number could still go up as some ballots are likely still making their way to the elections office. Right now, it looks like about 24% of registered voters in Spokane County made their voices heard in this election. The next tally will be announced tonight. We'll bring you updated numbers as soon as they are released.
If there's a race you're wondering about, you can find all the local race results on KXLY.com right now. Our election coverage is front and center right there on our homepage. The Sears store in the Northtown Mall will close this fall. It's one of more than 25 meeting the same fate around the country. Its doors will close for good in late October. The going out of business sale will begin next Thursday, August 15th. The Sears store in the Spokane Valley Mall will remain open. And this morning, we welcome mayoral candidate Ben Stuckert to the 4 News Now studio. And tomorrow, only on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from his competitor, Nadine Woodward. Tune in to hear Woodward's thoughts on the primary and the months of campaigning still ahead. She'll face off against Stuckert in the general election on November 5th.
All right, it is going to be another hot day today and again tomorrow. So 98 today, 97 tomorrow. Heat advisory in effect all day. Plenty of water and take it easy. We'll have more coming.
All right, 2 more days of really hot temperatures and then a cool-off begins. GMA is coming up right now.